Aussie Swiss doing really well. Haven't looked at this in a few days either, and like you can see, it actually played out absolutely perfect. Wow, does not get better than this. What a perfect setup I drew. So yeah, price hits this zone, you wait for a pullback, you enter on this, touching this zone and rejecting, and then boom, perfect 4-hour candle right through this previous zone. Retested. You could have jumped in on the trade here as well. Any of these would have been fine. And then boom, it's just a textbook all the way down, nice and consistent, all the way down to 56 or 55.6. That's where I'm holding this to. So yeah, I think you're good to go. These are nice bearish candles. I would wait for some sort of pullback if you can get one. We'll see if we can find one here for you guys. Probably like this zone here, which it already hit, but maybe it'll come back up again. That could probably be your best bet. I think there's still a little bit of room here to make money. Something like this. But I mean, it might not be worth I mean, well, this is 3.5. You can still get 3.5 to 4 risk to reward if you can drop this stop a little bit once price hits the zone. But yeah, wait for price to come back to this area here, probably like 56.50. Here, I'll draw it in so we can see. 0.565 and then 0.565. There you go. That's kind of your price. Let it come up to 565 here, and then look for some rejection and look for that short. You can see it's already, this daily candle's rejecting pretty hard, so it might not actually come back up, but if it does, that is your zone to enter, 56.5 here. And then enter that short and hold it to 55,600 all the way down here. That would be the monthly range. So after that, I would not suggest even having the position anymore, just because that's its normal range. So odds are it'll start getting bought back up around then. It'll just run out of steam. But yeah, because the average range is about, this is about 270. I have this down for 300. So even 300 is a bit of a stretch. Might be looking at like 280-ish. So. And actually, price does like whole numbers, so this is actually a really good one to keep in mind, is right here. So if price cannot break this level, then it's probably staying at 56. If it breaks 56 level here, probably go to 55.5, 55.6, this level here kind of thing for the full monthly range, but might have a tough time breaking this 56 area. So if it runs out of steam and it decides it wants to start retracing, then we possibly look for a long position, but that gets a little tricky because this is so bearish. But I mean, it hasn't retraced at all in a while here, so I mean, this is kind of due for a retrace, and just by looking at this you can see how well these zones line up. So your 50 to 618 is perfect in this area, so I could see this happening. This is a little premature, and I don't have really anything to go off of yet, but it's just a thought. It's a possibility, so we'll wait and see how that plays out. So your short entry is still possible. If it comes up to 56.5 or this little zone here, then you can get it on it and then hold it till 55.6 here. That the full monthly range, just kind of try to ride it out. And if it hits 56 here and it just, like, let's say it comes up to 565 here, you get in on the trade, and then price moves down to this 56 level, and it just keeps rejecting maybe a couple days in a row, then you could probably just close your position and just get out early, because it might not be breaking 56 level, just because that is such a significant level, and could be running out of steam at that point. Because at that point, let's see, the low for the month so far is 56.07. Okay, so you'd only add 7 pips onto that, but the average range for the last 10 months has been 270 pips, and it'll be at like 263. So it'll be like 7 pips from its normal monthly range at that point. So, and you're hitting a whole level, so it's not a whole lot of steam. The steam kind of was at the start here, so at 58.6, way up here at the start of the month. So could run out of steam and might have a tough time breaking this 56 level, and then definitely have a tough time breaking 55.6 for sure. So That's my take on Aussie Swiss. I think it's a good entry at 565. If it starts rejecting, take that entry, hold it to 56, and if it keeps going, hold it to 55. 6 down here. So